Chosen one. You met their entire group collapse. You didn't just survive their betrayal. You orchestrate completely unraveling from the distant. They couldn't even comprehend. The same monsters existed and now suffocating of the venom and they create for you. They thought they were untouchable and chosen by darkness, she by their number, and protected by their collective delusions. But they forgot critical things. You were never of the number. You were outlawed and outshine, divining back and cosmically protected by the forces they couldn't see. They bear an intricate trap out of pure jealousy and see with the layer and elegance, but the moment they pull the final string is snapped right back and their faces. Devastating forces. The table didn't just turn. The chosen one. You flip the entire board, burn and the rule of the book. Rewrote again in your own languages. Now they're standing in the ashamed at their own elaborate scheme. Desperately try to figure out how the target becomes strong. They'll destroy everything they be. Now imagine the scenery for the moment. Chosen one picture is clearly in your mind a group. People plotting in secret, thinking they finally got your corner, which is no escape allowed. But they share no smirk, but across the room, exchange detailed plan. In hushed whispers, speak your name like carry a curse, and will manifest their victory, and suddenly completely silence one by one. They start pointing, accusing the finger of each other. They trust evaporate and the morning mist. The group chat once buzzes in constantly activity go completely dead. The meeting get cancer without the explanation. Friendship seem to unbreakable, crumble into the dust. The same toxic energies that used to chase you down has now turned on them like a rabid animal. That's not a coincidence. This is not a luck. It's spiritual's recoil, and this is universe declaring loudly. Touch not by anointing, and if you feeling shift deeply in your soul right now, if something inside you vibrating with the recognition of and the power drop command, so on. So awakened soul who refuse to dim by their jealousy and lie. Your energies matter here. Your voice amplify the mission, and together we are creating unstoppable forces. Light expose every shadow is fact and cards. The deeper than karma. When the chosen one is attacked unfairly and injustice, the negativity energies didn't simply disappear into the void. So recoiled and back amplified forces. Science called Newton. Newton third law of the motion. Newton 第三定律 Newton third law of the motion. Every action has an equal opposites reaction. Spiritual core was the divine and reversal. Cosmic justice. Karmic rebalance. Every dark word they spoke into the existence. Every fabricate rumor they spread through the willing ear. Every jealous glare and they threw your way. When they thought you were not watches, It's all coming back. Now it's 3 times stronger, 3 times more devastated. Their name written on every single piece of the destruction is time, because energies operate exactly the current. It's like currency in the spiritual economy. they spend absolutely everything. They have to try to break you, trying to diminish you, light, try to erase your existence from the narrative. Now the spiritual bankrupt, emotionally drained, socially isolated. You're growing brighter than you ever have before, radiating with the light that make them have to look away. And they didn't just turn on each other, but random accident, unfortunately. Circumstances, they were systematically dismantled by the same dark energies unleashed. Such confidence, you see, betrayal, hesitation. It's weird, very weird, cycling. The wheel looping back itself, and it's like watching a serpent in the pit of the beating each other viciously. When they run out internal, no, they run out external prey to attack. You didn't have to lift a single finger. You didn't have to left a single finger in the retaliation. You didn't have to prod revenge in the darkness. Yeah, not necessary. You didn't have to stoop their level. So we have completely different level. So how can I argue with different kind of level? And even it's nothing for me. Your silence did all the talking about the need to be done. Your peace scream loudly. Sometimes you scream, but with peace. It's like, when you use your peace, scream louder than any confrontation could ever achieve. Your sadness moved mountain. So many mountains. Your sadness moved all the mountains while they exhaust themselves in the chaos. That's the thing about being the genius chosen existence alone. It's a fundamental threat to everything fake, everything false, everything built on the lie and manipulation. You don't have to actively expose them. They expose themselves completely, trying to destroy you. Their mask is sleep, and their true nature reveal. Their fake persona crumble under the weight of their own deception, the reign of the leader. The set appointed mastermind who thought they were so clever. They believed they were beating the empire influence of the control. But what they really construct is a tickling time bomb made entirely of ego and envy. So insecurity and jealousy that gather people around them and made strategies, alliance, and spread a carefully crafted story, and generally believed they were untouchable, invincible, protected by the number. Yes, the moment you authentic light hit them directly. Your authentic light hit them directly. Everything shattered like a fragile of glasses meeting a hammer. You are stone, they are glasses. So you are diamond, they are glasses. They are compatible, different label. So you were a mirror they couldn't stand to look into the reflection that show them exactly what they were. The truth is carried naturally. It's like a pure sunlight. They kill everything they hide in the dark too long. 54 years. Everything they cannot survive transparency and honestly. Yeah, ring of leader, they are being thrown under the very bus, and driving with such elegance, abandon, and their own follower, brain, and everything went wrong. The ghost by the same crowd, once controlled with the manipulations, and lie, and divine irony, and absolutely finds poetic justice playing in the all the real time. The one who tried to have to make you scapegoat. Yeah, I'm a scapegoat. I'm their scapegoat, but I don't want to play victim. I'm a winner. From the very beginning, I know that. But I just, let them play their own stupid game, okay? In the end, they will lose. I know. I knew. I absolutely knew. Because true always win. Become the, you sacrifice for them for nothing. So become a sacrifice on the altar of the truth. And the group who once feel powerful, so united, so unstoppable, completely gone, vanish, dissolve. Calamity start to happen. And the bond of sand like a rotten rotten rope, but you clean, and you meet the rotten rope, and you are falling down very hard, and the share purpose evaporate. And the second you stood back up and renew strength. And the chosen one, you didn't actively destroy them. Yeah, you don't let it leave the finger. You don't need a retaliation at all. And it's automatically karma. Yeah, I witnessed many things in my life already. Yeah, activity destroy them with their own hand. Yeah, they destroy by their own hand. Nobody does. And your energy is correct. Cosmic is imbalance that is create. So universe rebalanced itself when you rise. Complete authenticities. Everything fake naturally collapse around you. So have no choice. It cannot. I'm laughing because the beautiful part, you don't even retaliation. You don't need to go to the core. You don't need to do anything. You don't even lift your fingers. So karma, God, universe, and divine. Okay. So aggressive cosmic, the universe is operate on the frequency by you, and they cannot even perceive this kind of power, and make a chronic liar lose the sleep at night and make the pretender lose. I will tell something, the people, I send a reminder people around the world, everything. The end, the truth will come out. So please don't make a false, don't make fake things in your life. Then you will waste your time. Most important, waste your time. And most important, you will get a zero, nothing, return. See? Because karma, especially those of online scammer, imposter scammer, to change your job, you make money little by little, so you are living a happy life, simple happy life, same like me. My life very simple. Their complete value, just undeniable proof of the system working perfect. A design such let them whisper in their corner. Let them drown in their regret. Let them face the monster they create with their own hand. Because right now, this very moment, universe making absolutely sure those are fake alliance, every fake accusation, and every hidden plot, every secret scheme for itself, like a paper in the fire. Assume completely put the flame of the truth. And you, chosen one, you are the flame, the fire, the light, burn away with darkness. And remember, this is fundamental truth of deeply you are the walking, breathing proof of truth. Doesn't need protection or defense or lie. You don't need even army. Okay, you don't need a military. However, yeah, yeah, those are military surround, you make them automatically surrounded. You don't need use any force, military force, okay? Use your spiritual divine. You are winner. You don't need you don't even need any military forces. The KR, the eye of the hurricane, balance, not universal, restored automatically when darkness go too far. They are go too far. Oh, I cannot help. I have no choice. So beyond the acceptable boundary, they thought you were victim in the story. No, I'm not going to become the victim. I'm the winner. Even I'm the victim, but I don't want to become the victim, okay? This is my spiritual tell me. But you were actually, yeah, that's some kind of lesson, you know. It's not a victim because the lesson teach you smarter, wiser, and knowledgeable, you know. And next time they have no chance. They have just one chance. Because your X-ray scan everything. Universe was teaching this divine order print out the real time. And yeah, of course, the time can prove many things, you know. And God see everything, universe, divine, you know, plan, cosmic justice manifesting before your eyes. The ringleader has fallen from the pedestal, and the group scattered and the wind. You will gone with wind. To the wind, and you were still standing tall, brighter, stronger, absolutely, and untouchable, chosen. Protect. Yeah, I had to protect by the heaven army, okay. They call you weak because you didn't bark. You didn't bark back aggressive because you didn't engage a lot of petty game, poor game. So now they're trembling by themselves. Because you learn how to buy the complete silence, how to strike on the shadow with the devastating precisions. Let's get one thing absolutely straight. They didn't come for you because they were weak, vulnerable, easy target. They come for you because you are a big fat fish. Because they could feel your power radiant of you because you have more power than those bullshit. And before you even fully knew you were possessed. Yes, that's why I have to spend the time find back my identity. Yeah. So thank God with me, okay. So you possess yourself. You were calm and composed. You were silent and observant. And you kept your head down. And your mouth shut. And your energy clean and pure. And they catastrophically mistook your silence and your softness. They thought just because you were not, 我跟你讲，没有这些人哈，柿子挑着软的吃。我跟你讲， 柿子当然是要挑的软的吃，但是我跟你讲，我这个柿子跟人家不一样，我种的不同的柿子 ，OK， 不好吃的，没那么好容易。我跟你讲，挑软的不必了。我跟你讲，我这个柿子是不同的。You were clapping back every provocation. You didn't have the strength. No, you don't use your strength free of the whole reality, completely upside down. So they were dead wrong. You were the stable, you were the faithful, and you were the true. So they were dead wrong, and they paid the price for the miscalculations. 他们真的是损失惨重的。真的遇到我这样人，我这样大慈大悲的观世音菩萨，他们还在背叛我。你看，我跟你讲，上帝，所以上帝会惩罚他们。我跟你讲，观世音菩萨，我是你们的观世音菩萨。我跟你讲，我说你们菩萨，搞清楚，我是大慈大悲的。我跟你讲，我是拯救你们，你们去叛的，就违背天意。They knew, understood being the chosen isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's not about flexing your achievement online constantly. It's not about providing your worth to the people. Fundamentally cannot even matter in your jewelry, and it's about unexplainable magnetic pull, the divine favor. It follows you even in a room you never physically walked in before. The energy is precisely announced your arrival. Grand gesture, arrival. They couldn't decode your essence, couldn't understand your power. You are unpredictable. But because you stay in justice, the reason you stay in true justice, moral standards, so universal standards, so those enemy cannot understand. There are no standard, okay? So even those are Nobel Prize, those prize bullshit. They win that prize is fake because they didn't have those economic nominated by the Nobel Prize. Those bullshit. I'm most qualified, but I don't care with this. Those of reward, those of prize. Most big prize for me is God. See everything. What I'm doing, and God know everything, the hidden. 魔鬼藏在细节上 conspiracy to your name, the middle, my government sacrificed me. The world government sacrificed me because that. But okay, you sacrifice me, but I transform to the power, universe power. For the justice, okay. Your name means like a sacrifice, and the prayer to God with your reputation. But what they didn't know is, what they couldn't possibly know was the real God was watching exactly everything unfolded, recording every lie, the witness, every betrayal. Now judgment arrival at their doorstep. And you are walking out of the fire. You said like absolutely royalty and untouchable by those of flame. Crown in the victory, you see, chosen one, you are living proof that real power whisper is not about the think, about deeply for the moment, and the tree don't make any noise. Only the wind. The tree don't make any noise. They grow. They don't announce their progress. They don't need the validation of the tree. 我是松柏长青，我是长青树 ，OK。I'm I'm the forever green, the tree. I plant the tree forever green, forever green. 松柏长青 ，OK， 长青树。So think about deeply in a moment. The tree, yeah. So for other plants, but one day you look up, you creep up through the concrete, you broken loads of impossible barrier. You reach the heights. Unreachable. And was your journey exactly quiet growth, unseen progress, misunderstood by those around you, until the light got to the big, ignore, so too bright to deny, the powerful surprise around. Now the same one is called you too quiet, too sensitive, too emotional, too different. They are scrambling, desperate, fixed, catastrophic mass matter, trying to pull you down. They are spit of the misery, and they thought you were the background character in the story. But you just, 你是隐藏版的老板，你是 executive producer, okay? You are actually make all the decision in a movie, including budget, acting actress, director, cameraman, and the shooting location, so on. And the storyteller, okay? You buy the story. No, I write my own story. We write a story, okay? So you are your own filmmaker, exactly producer, and you write your own book story. You win your own Oscar. 一人得奖，集遣升天 okay? The background character and the joke on them is completely you were always main character. Yeah, you are the main character. Protagonist and the hero of this narrative. You are the hero, yeah, the pro. They never saw coming. Nobody tell themselves I'm a hero. Of course, you have to recognized by the other, not that you say. If you say yourself, I'm a hero, it's bullshit, But if other recognize you, oh, you are a hero, then it's real. 不然你变成猫熊就狗熊，英雄变成狗熊。So surrounding, just pure focus, genuinely humanity and clear purpose. Yeah. It's one of the most loved, deeply respect people on the entire planet. Why is that? Because real power doesn't need about the attention. It doesn't need about the announce yourself. It simply exists, and the existence is enough. So some of the Kendrick Lamar. 我觉得很多人就喜欢那哗众取宠那个德行，我就不太喜欢。我从小就是这个样，这个德行，所以我从小到大，其实我跟你讲没什么改变的。我其实真的是我的，因为我一辈子都是受那个芭蕾舞蹈音乐的熏陶，从小就是这样，然后在舞台上表演，然后从事幕后工作，然后我看得多，旅游全世界看得多，然后当然我的世界都是，比如说我都是一些政商名流啊，这些啊，我之前的生活啊，不是大使馆就是什么军事发言人呐，什么州长啦，Senator Congress， 真的就这些，因为我学的 I studied political science, so when I worked in the headquarters, most richest man in Taiwan, and because underground, Taiwan don't have a real diplomatic for many countries. So I'm like ambassador, underground ambassador, 地下外交啦 Then I meet all of those ambassador, senator, Congress, so state government, you see. And even those, I go to APEC first meeting, I meet all the banker, all the politicians, all of the president in early age. Yeah, so that's why I saw many things is injustice, and nobody correct the problem. Nobody want to correct, and nobody have capability to correct. That's the problem. You see, all the leader 54 years. You see, the economics inflation and those are those becomes our burden, our next generation burden. You see, those are economic and those of that burden becomes next generation, and they continue to create those debt to everyone. See, so carefully construct manager. Rome in not built in one day. The same as my life, my knowledge, my suffer, my life experience, my painful, very painful experience. So that's why I stay alone. The reason, because those are noisy, those are fake people, those are betrayers. They try to steal your project, steal your. So my knowledge is all full of my life experience. It suffer, and those are rich group take over my project, stolen everything from me, and even use my own family against me. You see, it's impossible I can survive in this world. So I live in like a ghost in this world. Actually, those are decades already. So, but I'm not regret, because those are the God test on me, my capability. I stand tall, I don't follow me, those are, I don't even need left my finger to retaliate. Those are betrayal, those are stolen, those are lawyer, those are politician, betray me, the worldwide. See, I still living a life. I still breathe now, so very shame, for them. Attack, try to drag you down, but here twist. That change everything. Chosen one. Attack only they attack you and only activate your evolution. It was catalyzed. You didn't just take the hit and stay down on the ground, defeated. You transform completely. You metamorphose. You grow exponential, and they proud in the darks. They betray you, the government betray you, put in the scapegoat, you know what I mean? And you evolve spiritual. Why? They evade your progress. Ascended, while they descended, they had absolutely no idea. Every lie they spread through the winning ear, every rumor they push into the circulation, every time they laughed behind your back, thinking you were winning. It was all feeding on the fire inside of the stocking of flame. Flame higher and higher fire would soon turn into the spiritual wildfire, burning down everything fake, everything phony, everything faux, leaving only true standing. Yeah, that's all my life I struggle. I fighting for this, against those fake things. Impulse scam, online, those are criminal, So the true standing. You want to know the best part of this entire story? You didn't even have to fight back directly. You didn't have to get your hand dirty to revenge your growth. Revenge, those are bullshit. Best revenge is anyone could ask you to grow up completely. Unplanned, utterly undeniable. Everyone watch you. Your silence, you're perfect. Your strategy without even realize your peace to a punishment they never saw it coming. More devastating is that any war could be the whole time. They were obsessively talking about you. This dissecting to every move you were becoming the version of yourself. And they would never be able to touch again, ascending to the heights they couldn't reach. Now they shook their core and quiet when they used to be loud, looking over their shoulder, and constantly they have no shoulder, my God. They don't even get to see their own shoulder. Those are no shoulder, constantly wondering if you come for them. But you are not, because you don't need. You already won the war. You are a winner. Absolutely, you are a victory. You are too far ahead with operating on a completely different level. Yeah. Can you tell me? The glasses and the diamond. It's not the same. The words is not the same. So you are the diamond. So you don't need a lamp, okay? Completely different level existing, completely different dimension. They stuck in the same pit of the dark. So especially and trapping their own trap. People constantly ask, why do you chosen one always get attached viciously? Because the chosen one don't need a crowd to validate their existence. They don't need a constant approval from the other. They don't need external validation. That's more powerful. Now their worth is a shine, regardless, more than diamond or the watches. They glow in the dark because it's priceless. It's not about the price or number. It's nothing. It's those who know. I just can't tell you. 四大皆空. The life is ultimate empty. So they glow in the dark, radiate light naturally in a world full of the people who desperately need to see the feel of relevance, need attention. Yeah, some people, they want to attention, but they phony, they make a false. It's not good. Need attention to feel alive. You don't need. For example, I don't need at all. I also want to choose more. I don't need that kind of thing, It's meaningless for me. I feel it's meaningless and nothing's meaningful for me with loads of fake thing, Look, a fake billionaire, see, fake project. Naturally fundamental to the whole system is, you see, if the whole system is corruption, what you ask for? Then you have to reform those corrupt system. That's the only, basically principle. My focus, nothing else, nothing those, They thought you were smart. For me, the pack against you. I gave them the power. No, not the power. They will lose more power. Okay, they have no power. So number were their side. Even the devil himself get exposed when the light hit the right angle. The light hit the right angle. And your light blinding now. It's overwhelming. It's undeniable. It's not even your talking. It's not even you talk anymore. I don't need to mention anything. You don't need to defend yourself. And you win silently. You are winning over silently. Your power in the silent. You got the power in the silence. So all the speaking, they are speaking loud is nothing, they are powerless. They need to be down and the message is loud, crystal clear, everyone. You should have never messed up with the chosen one. Don't regret, and during this season, don't regret being different from the crowd. Don't regret walk away, and when try to bait you into the fight. That was not you to fight. You don't need to fight with them at all. The battle that they fight themselves have only drained your energies because you were not being the weak in those moments. You were being the wisest, operating the wisdom beyond the years. You were conserving your precious energies. You use your energy in an important purpose, not those bullshit. You were observing and learning. You were letting the God handle what your human hand. You let God handle your human hand. 赤手空拳闯天下，这个就是怎么样，你知道吗？两手空空，但是就是我跟你讲，你的两手空空就是回来的时候就是丰盛的。Your human hand, you don't even touch. Look at the result now. Look at the outcome. That's a spiritual power. It's amazing. I witnessed myself in my eyes. So the leader who led the betrayal, such as confidence, confidence and now isolate alone. The whole operation self-destruct from the within, the inside. So they will become their fear, become the most absolute, undeniable, impossible to ignore, unavoidable. In your presence, the sadness part, being betrayed by those ring of leader, fundamental to you. You were even play their game. You were even on the same boat. You still met the primary target. You their primary target, their main focus, their obsession. And that's not a sugarcoat. Pretend otherwise there was the one snake, one whisper, and one puppet master operating in the shadow, pulling the string and the grassy finger and wearing the fake smile. Never reaches their eye. Fake smile never reached their own eye. So this wasn't just a massive drama. It's surgically, calculatedly, and the plan with the precision of the person engineered the whole social demolitions project around the name. Like a candy to the weak-minded who were hungry for the gospel and turning people who barely even know your personal into the dedicated hater of your existence. They were not confused. They were programmed. They were manipulated like a puppy. And the one behind is all the word mask of the victim. So convincingly while acting like a villain in the shadow, and so on. The puppy are cutting their own string and waking up from the manipulation. The puppet master being left alone and the wreckages create with their own hand. Ever since someone and charge into the battle, get the Templar by their own army. So that's exactly what's happened here in the real time. The mastermind thought you were building the power and influence, though it's getting the view confused. So the gaming up made them the influential, important, or actually built with the tinkling time bomb of the karma, and now it's the ornating in their face with the devastating consequence. The same crowd they carefully trained, hey you, now they turning them with ego viciousness, realize gradually they were just a pawn and PAWNs. They are just a pawn, and if someone PAWNS, hope. And someone else pathetic little grudge match too. So being used to someone else's agenda, let them paint picture clearly for you, chosen with the real. Imagine snake so consumed jealousy, so chickly of your light, so on. Okay, because you were not competing with anyone. You was you. You were just living your life by now, and their mask cracking, failing. So now, universe, the God power, the justice prevail. Those are fake, will collapse. Chosen one, you met their entire group collapse. You didn't just survive their betrayal.